So recently, someone asked me, they said, Anthony, what are you investing in? Are there any good opportunities to invest in 2025? Now, before I tell you what I said to this individual and share my portfolio, let me say this real quick. I think there are two important things that investors need to keep in mind before they decide to invest. One of those things are their risk tolerance. For example, if you decide to purchase, let's say, a stock for $40, and after you make that purchase, the stock goes up to, let's say, $44 per share, then it drops to $36 per share. How would that make you feel? Would that make you feel nervous, anxious? Will you not be able to sleep at night? How would you tolerate that? Would you do nothing? Would you buy the stock, buy more of it? Would you sell the stock? It's important for you to think about those things before you make a purchase so that you can make a more informed decision whether or not you want to make that purchase and how much you want to put towards that purchase. Another important thing that investors need to keep in mind is their time horizon. Now, typically, when we invest, the goal of investing is to make more money or to make money. So, when you invest, what is your time horizon? When are you expecting to make money? When are you expecting that initial investment to earn enough money for you to pull the earnings out or to pull income out of that investment? Is it next month after you invest, the next month after you invest? Is it the next year? Is it 5 years from now? Is it 10 years from now? These are the things that you need to think about again so that you can decide whether you want to invest in that particular investment and how much you want to put towards that investment. All right. So here's what I said to that individual. I said that there will always be opportunities in the market. If the market is down, there will be opportunities to buy solid companies with strong fundamentals at a discounted price. If the market is significantly up, there'll be opportunities to maybe possibly pull some cash out of your investments if you have been investing. Opportunities are there if you pay attention or you have some kind of resource or resources to guide you. Now, investors that are traders, who are in and out of the market, constantly buying and selling, this type of trader or this type of investor may look at opportunities one way. Then there's the long-term investor. These are the ones who purchase investments and hold them for the long term. These type of investors may look at opportunities a different way. I consider myself a long-term investor. I would purchase an investment now at a good price and hold on to it for the long term in hopes that it would increase in value over time. That said, even as a long-term investor, I understand that there may be times when I would need to cash in on some investments earlier than anticipated because it has grown in value so much, and that's a good thing. This situation presents a great opportunity to cash in on some of your investments. Now, as far as future opportunities, there were 3 companies that I suggested that this particular individual look at, with the third one being a breakout surprise. Now, these companies have increased in value over the past year, but I still think there are opportunities for future growth. Quick disclaimer, I currently own these investments in my portfolio, but I am not currently purchasing any additional individual stocks in these companies, and I'll tell you why shortly. The first company is Tesla. Tesla's target for 2025 is an increase of 20 to 30% in vehicle output. Tesla dominates the electric vehicle market, but beyond that, the company is also involved in several areas of technology. At the time of recording this video, I'm currently up around 110% in Tesla. The next company is Nvidia. This is the backbone of AI. Nvidia has partnerships across many technology companies that are giants in the industry. They are targeted to double their growth in 2025. At the time of this recording, I am currently up 281% with Nvidia. The third company that I suggested was Palantir. Palantir is set up to dominate the data software market in 2025 and beyond. Their annual growth is forecasted at 20%, making this company an attractive long-term play. At the time of recording this video, I am currently up around 292% with Palantir. Palantir was a breakout surprise for me. I was not expecting it to take off as quickly as it did. Once it got included into the S&P, it just started running. I remember purchasing Palantir for around $11 per share. By the way, if you want to learn more about how I'm getting these types of returns or what I'm investing in, be sure to subscribe to the Money and More newsletter where I share my thoughts on investing. I'll put a link to that newsletter sign up in the description below. Check it out. Also, SoFi has started to move, so maybe keep an eye on that. I think small cap stocks are set to lead again as they did a few years ago. It's important to be well diversified. Large cap growth stocks are great, but don't sleep on the small caps or the value dividend paying stocks. Now, earlier I mentioned I was not actively purchasing any additional individual stocks in these companies. However, I am passively purchasing additional shares of these companies through exchange traded funds, ETFs like the QQQ. QQQ has about 8% of its holding in Nvidia and about 3% in Tesla. With QQQ, I'm currently up close to around 77% at the time of this recording. You may already own some of these companies if you're invested in certain exchange-traded funds or mutual funds. If you do, let me know which ones in the comments below. I've already made a significant amount of money owning these individual stocks, and purchasing individual stocks is not as easy for me. Because I'm not able to automate my investments. I'm not able to place stop orders, buy limits. I have certain restrictions. If you've been watching any of my other videos, you'll know that smart investing played a role in my ability to begin my retirement journey in my 40s. Well, I currently work 1 to 2 days a week as a consultant. I work in the finance industry, and the company that I work for requires me to get approval prior to making any type of trade on individual stocks. Whether I'm buying or selling, I have to get pre-approval. So trading individual stocks is a real hassle for me. I try to avoid it whenever I can. All right, so this is not financial or investment advice. This is just me sharing my thoughts. Once you get this information, it is your job to do your own research and invest according to your time horizon and your risk tolerance. If this video has been helpful to you, go ahead and hit that like button. Listen, I did a video where I talked about when is the best time to invest, and I'll share a clip of that video with you now. But be sure to check out the full video if you want to know when is the best time to invest. That's what it does. It may go down 5%, go right back up, may go down 5%, then 10%, then 20%, or even further. But listen, why do I care if the stock market goes down 20% or further?